Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Omnifactory. So here we are today in episode 38. Okay, so I got some things ready today. I don't think anything in this room. You will see that there are some new towers over here. These are Distillation Towers, and this one I forgot to put a sign on it, but this is going to be for oil that we're going to be processing. This one for wood vinegar, wood tar, and wood byproducts. You're also going to see this extra pyrolysis oven here, which I have primed with a circuit. I haven't put the items in there yet, but there is a heater underneath, and it should be powered. So what I plan to do is I'm going to be taking wood, right? And let's see, where is it? Okay, so with steam, of course, wood, and the 4 circuit, we're going to get charcoal, but we're also going to get charcoal byproducts. Okay, so the charcoal byproducts, are going to be distilled into wood tar, wood vinegar, and wood gas. Now, mainly we're going to be caring about these two things here, wood vinegar and wood tar. And I believe I discussed this in an earlier video, but wood tar is going to come down to creosote, phenol, benzene, and toluene. We're going to want toluene for later on for sure. As far as benzene, however, I believe we are going to need benzene. Yes, benzene and ethylene will give us styrene, and styrene is going to be useful later on for styrene butadiene rubber. That will be essential for the styrene butadiene rubber that we're going to be using for ludicrous voltage machinery, but that's a bit down the road. But it's good to have that in the time being. Now, butadiene. Yes, okay. So that brings me to my next point. So I mentioned oil earlier. We're going to be processing oil into, I believe it's 4 different fuels. One of them being right here, steamed cracked naphtha. So if I do the recipe here, hold on, let me just do this. Sulfuric. Okay, so if we take oil and we distill it, we're going to get 4 different fuels here. Sulfuric heavy, light fuel, naphtha, and sulfuric gas. So eventually we break down these fluids into other stuff. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. We'll come back to this in due time. In the meanwhile, let's get this pyrolysis oven going. Okay, so I think I'll give it oak wood because we're not really using it as much. I mean, the same could be said for rubber wood, but ultimately in the end, it's just a way to use it's basically free real estate, to use a meme, because we're not really using it for recipes is what I was trying to get out. All right, so the input bus is right there, and I should go grab some cable. That would be beneficial. Okay, I honestly should just keep a stack of rubber cables on hand, but for whatever reason, I never do. Now, okay, so I am curious on something because I keep forgetting this fact. Am I going to be able to do like this? Get the cable. Okay. And robot arm. Okay, that does work. It does auto insert. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so now we have charcoal byproducts here. But that finished smelting. Now, you know what? Actually, it might be beneficial to do it this way so I can double up on resources or interfaces. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to need to request a lot of these. I'll just do 16. Okay, so also, I'm going to want Okay, silicon dust. We're gonna need more silicon. Now, the only way I can really think to make easy silicon is the aluminum dust or the clay dust method. There are others, but I just can't remember what those are right now. Let's see. I'm trying to go through everything here because I feel like there is another dust somewhere. I saw biotite back there, but we don't have... I don't think we have access to that right now. Biotite. Because biotite comes from black granite. And black granite can be made from granite. Wait. Granite. Yeah, okay, so the real easy way to make granite is with an igneous extruder, so that's a thing for the future. But I swear there was a way to make easier silicon. Okay, well, in any case, we may... Oops, I almost closed out Minecraft there. We are probably going to have to make a quick and dirty electrolyzer system. Silicon. I'm pretty sure this is the method that I used in my earlier Let's Play series. There's not like a recipe for the smaller dust, is there? No, okay. Alright, so while those two machines make, I want to go to the ore processing room here. Now, I was cooking up some oil sands earlier, but it looks like it all processed. I also added these 4 additional washers because I was making a lot of salt to get our chlorine levels up, and it backlogged pretty heavily. So that was a temporary measure, I suppose. Meanwhile, we have 2,000 buckets of chlorine now, so that's a good thing. Okay, we're not done with these machines. They're still making that. Okay. Wait, what was... Oh yeah, I was trying to make the fluid cells. Can I make just like 10? Oh no, I need a lot of silicone. Okay. So, I guess we are... Damn it. I guess we are going to have to wait on that. Meanwhile, we really can't do much else right now, I suppose. So why don't I take a quick cut, and I'll be back in a moment when these machines are done, and we will set up the silicone maker. Let me just check something here. Okay, so we have a lot of dust. All right, back in a bit. Okay, I am back, and I went ahead and set up the 2 machines here. We have the macerator, and then we have the electrolyzer. But what I'm gonna be doing here is I'm gonna be adding an extra step where I'm gonna say I'm gonna stop you when I have 512 silicon dust. All right, so that will continually be running. But for now, it's gonna run. And what did that make again? It made the sodium and the lithium. Okay, what was sodium used for, if anything? I mean, there's that. Yeah, okay, not much. All right, anyway, so let's go back. So we should have enough for... There we go. Okay, so we're going to want to get fluid cells, mind you. Not only for the wood byproducts, but the extra chemicals that's going to be creating. So while those make up, let's cover oil sands. So the oil sands here, we're going to be electrolyzing into oil. 1 dust equals 1 bucket. It's pretty plentiful. So we got enough for about, well, 1,000 buckets of oil right here. And, well, that is going to be quite a bit. Well, let's see, 10,000. Let's see, what's the math on that? 1,000 buckets, that's a million, right? Yeah, so a million millibuckets divided by 3,000. So that's about 333 cycles. So, you know, that could, yeah, that will make quite a bit. That would be about 400 buckets of sulfuric, or yeah, sulfuric nap. Wait. Yeah, 400 buckets of sulfuric naphtha. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself there. Right, so we're going to want then another electrolyzer. And we're going to need a robot arm, which we already have in my inventory. Faces. Of course, one for fluid and one for items. Let's go ahead and get that compressed. So the electrolyzer, these are still going to take some time. Oh, I need to change that. I wonder what part of that. Let's see. I wonder if I can do it like this. That's not what I want. Inputs or names. You know, I wonder... Wait, let's do this. So it was a fluid, right? Okay, not that. Was it this? Nope, not that either. Wait, why is it needing a circuit again? Oh, the logic processors, of course. Okay, so let's see. Logic. Right, so I could be upgrading this to the single refined circuit, so I have to remember to do that. In the meanwhile, we have our electrolyzer here. So let's get that set up then. So we'll get this going. Import for items, of course. And get the cable hooked up. I didn't grab the oil. Gosh darn it. Okay, there. Oh, camera, please, don't do that to me. Okay, so in we go with the oil. Okay, so that's coming along. We need the wrench. And output. And that, of course, will not eject. Well, it will, but we won't be able to do much with it right now. So why don't I turn that off so I can easily grab from it here in a bit when we have a 4K fluid cell. Awesome. Okay, bucket. Just like before, we need to store it. Why is it still emitting? I thought I turned it off. Oh, right, the fluid. Yeah, okay. My bad. Okay, so. Oil. Again, we put the cell in there and the oil there, and bada boom. So if you go and put this into our system here. There we go. We turn the bucket. And any more 4Ks? Okay, so we got the rest here. So that is happy to turn... Wait. Oh, there we go. So there we go. Now it's spitting out oil. So we'll be gathering oil here. Okay, so back to our... Oh, I forgot a bucket. In fact, let me just grab a couple buckets. Nope. Okay. We will grab a bucket, and we will grab a charcoal byproducts. Oh, I should get an interface too while I'm over here. Meanwhile, put that in there. And charcoal byproducts. Oh, and we need an interface. But we're gonna need all of these, so let's just get those crafted then, shall we? Okay. So I'm just gonna drop off the fluid interface here. And pop this down. Is that gonna connect? Yes, okay, cool. So that should be not ejecting just yet, of course. Now I put that in there. There we go. So that is going to be cooking for quite a bit. Oh, I forgot about the output bus there. Let me go ahead and fix that. In fact, charcoal face. Wait, do I have any interfaces on me? No, just the fluid ones. Okay. I want to prepare for this. I'm going to need a basic drawer. I'm going to want a upgrade. Actually, a couple. And we're going to want a void. I never patterned that? Okay. That reminds me, I never did set up the lava production. But I will get that taken care of. Oh, you know what I did, didn't I? I actually did set that up. Reactor. Ah, here it is. So I do have a lava maker. I just have to get a fluid cell set up for that. In the meantime, we have a drawer. Do we have a face yet? No. Okay, so what's it doing? Okay, so it's making all this. Right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting down a storage drawer on our storage capacity backplane down in the basement where I have all the other drawers. Because we're going to be making quite a bit of charcoal, and I don't want to clog up our storage cells with all of that data. It's still... Okay, so it's doing these right now. I should make acceleration cards for the inscribers. I've kind of started to do that. Wait, speaking of... Aha! I forgot that I had requested 64 of these without picking them up. So, I'm going to go ahead and put them in here. So that should speed up this process. Now, the original intention for these acceleration cards were to put them in our molecular assemblers, but this is still a good cause. Okay, so I'm going to put a drawer key there. I'm going to grab a charcoal stack out of here. Okay. We're going to come down to our storage. I'm going to plop this down here. Disconnect that. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Where'd the key go? There we go. Okay. Lock that. Okay, so now we have a drawer dedicated to charcoal. We're going to make sure that it has a void upgrade so that it will send the charcoal to that drawer, of course, and then it will get deleted when it's full, essentially. Okay, so come back over here, and I'm going to rotate this downward and hide that, and that. Okay, so that's now empty. Good. This is back to working, and we're going to be making up more byproducts. Okay, so now with the byproducts, we're going to want to distill all this. Okay, so distill, right. So the distill tower is going to output charcoal dust, wood tar, and wood vinegar. And yeah, so I covered that. So I have the item interfaces. I have that. We should be good to set this up. So, okay, I think this was what byproducts? Yeah. So let's get down in here. That is our input bus. So we need to put that there. Oh, and I need to give this thing power too. That might help. Okay, so that's the item input bus. So that goes there, and these go here. Actually, no. Let me get rid of those because I want to grab the fluids before they go into the interfaces. Okay, so, right. I do have... let's see, do I want to... I could honestly just give it one CEF and then make a butt ton of cable there. Why... did I... huh, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to do one CEF then, and I'm going to grab a shit ton of cable. Okay, so that kind of reminded me. I forgot to address this when the episode started, but I made a butt ton of end steel conduit right here, and I rewired the base with the end steel conduit. Now with the end steel conduit, we are going to be able to send around 32,768 RF per tick per packet. So our dynamos, for example, they send out a maximum of 6250 RF per tick per packet. So they won't be saturating the cable just yet. Now, however, if we made a battery bank, also known as a capacitor bank, the more we add, the more it's going to be able to output. So imagine if we had one bank. Actually, let me just show you something. Okay, so with the vibrant capacitor bank, this thing, I believe, sends out 25,000 RF per tick. I can't, let's assume that it sends out 25,000 RF per tick per side. So the vibrant alloy, our one end steel conduit, would not be saturated. However, if we added more and more and more, it would increment. If we had two, it would be 50,000 and then 75,000. That's not the exact math, but I just can't remember what the actual output is per bank. But regardless, the only way to saturate these cables is to have a large bank of power storage. Okay, so let's go back to the topic at hand, the CEF and the vibrant cables. Hopefully this is enough cabling. Okay, so I'm going to have to do like this. Like this. Now, here is a problem. If the fluid input bus is there, actually, you know what? I think I have a better solution to this situation. Okay, that I think will do better. Oh yeah, I don't need to shift click for that. Okay. Oh, wait. And then one more. Okay. So that should fix our issue that we're going to hopefully be avoiding. All right. So now all I need to do, oh, not that, is line them up like so. Okay. Put the CEF down here. And bada boom. Now that's all hooked up. We don't have a power conduit though. So let me get that situated. So there's that. We have those. Oops, not that. That should be enough cable. Okay, so let me sort of get this radiate up. Like that, right? And then continue along our... Oh, what the hell? Okay, never mind. So that should now be getting power, and... Oh, it won't do anything just yet. Oh, there it went. I was like, where did that cable go? I heard it click, but I didn't see it go anywhere. All right, I put the bucket away, didn't I? Buy product, okay. So back to our distillery here. We plug that in. Okay. And now if we do this, let's see. Like that. And I guess like this for the rest of the way. Because we need these conduits to connect to an interface, which the interface, of course, goes on the fluid input hatch, as it were. So that is actually working right now. Okay, so we have... Oh, it's probably been spitting out tiny dust in there, which I wonder... Oh, okay. I think my packagers that I put up with the ore processing line are working off of tiny and not small. So I will have to make a small packager combiner for that dust there. Okay. Right. So we're going to want a bucket. Let me... Oh, we already have those. Okay, let me put some crap away that I don't need right now. Okay. So here are our buckets. Here are our fluid cells. So for these fluids, we have wood tar. We have wood vinegar. And we have wood gas. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this set up. So that will be wood gas. I'm going to do it like this. I have the bucket above it and the fluid cell below it, so I know for a fact where it is. So wood vinegar and wood tar. And there we go. So wood tar, check. Wood vinegar, check. And wood gas, check. Okay. Wood gas, right? Yeah. Wood, oh. Need more experience. There we go. Okay. Wood, oh, vine. Wood vinegar. And wood tar. Wait, not that. Wood tar. And our anvil broke. Okay. Not a big deal. So we'll go ahead and plug those in there. And come over to our setup here. Yeah, I had to grab my interfaces. So boom, boom, boom. And there we go. Those should be voiding any second. Awesome. So this is happily working along. And there are our fluids. Wood vinegar, wood tar, and wood gas. Of course, the next one, wood vinegar. Wood vinegar. Okay, it won't let me do what I want. So this one is going to burn into 6 different fluids: ethanol, methyl acetate, acetone, methanol, acetic acid, and water. Now, it's a good thing we went with HV because, as you can see here, it requires HV. But methanol, that's a big step in the events of fluid reacting that we're going to need. Oh, here we go. So methanol and ammonia, these two are going to make dimethylamine. That with chloramine is going to make 1,1-dimethylhydrazine, which is made into rocket fuel. Now, rocket fuel is going to be used for microverse missions. Now, we'll be getting into the microverse real soon, but this essentially is a way for us to generate resources, but at the cost of a little ship and some other items here. And the ships cost items, of course. Now, the ship does get eaten up in the mission, so we're going to be making quite a lot of these in the coming future. That being said, I'm rambling. We need to end the episode. I will see you all next time, where we will tackle distillation of these fluids, and we will go from there. Hopefully getting into oil production or oil processing to get that naphtha, heavy and light fuel. Okay, that is all for now. I will see you all next time.